Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Comedy Factory Comedy Chat presented by the Comedy Factory. I'm John Perrotta. We got a fun show tonight. Got some great guests on. We have a very funny comic, started in the business before the pandemic hit, unfortunately. She had a great set at the Wage House and Comedy Connection. She's a nurse, first responder. Say hello, Larisa. How you doing? Larisa Entin.
How are you, John?
I'm doing all right. We got my man Dave Sinclair, very funny comic. Him and I had a great gig. Wish we could go back to that night. We opened for Bobby Collins at the Comedy Connection. He was a great guy, fun gig, and a very funny guy. Attorney by day, comic by night. He gave me the advice. Too late. We won't get into that.
Too much, too late.
Nick Yusuf, he gave me some advice, legal advice. It was too late, but I should have hired him earlier, you know.
I'm just here to make sure everything runs smooth tonight so no one gets in trouble.
Right. If I need any legal advice, Nick, that's why I got you on here tonight. If we say anything that's too wacky, give us the advice right away. I'll tell you what happened to me this morning. I had a doctor. I'm on the diet again at Miriam Hospital, but you can't go see the doctor. He's going to call me. So he calls me. It's supposed to be 9:30. 8:48, the phone rings. I answer the phone. It's my doctor from Miriam Hospital. He says, John, would you like to come on Zoom with me now? I said, I don't think that's a good idea, Doc. I was sitting on the toilet. So, I just don't think Zoom would have been good at that point. I was getting ready to jump in the shower in a few minutes. I said, you called me 40 minutes early, Doc. I said, I'm a prompt guy. If you tell me 9:30, I'll be ready 9:30 when the phone rings. If you call me at 8:48, God knows what I'll be doing. I could be taking a trash show. I could be with Nick in Boston. I could be anywhere. You know what I mean, Nick? What have you been up to, Nick? Any acting jobs? Any comedy? Anything going on?
Yeah, I did a shoot for a commercial 3 weeks ago. I did a couple new auditions coming up for some movie roles. I don't know if you've heard of this movie called Aladdin. Yeah, They're looking to make another one. So, I figured I'd just throw my name in the hat and see. Why not? Why not?
You might get a big pot, Nick. Who knows?
I can sing and dance. Why not?
You look like a genie. I could see you as a genie.
I think that would actually be a more fun role than being Aladdin, the genie.
If you were a genie and I could have 3 wishes right now, right off the top of my head, the pandemic ends, coronavirus no longer exists, everybody's healthy, everybody that died comes back to life. That would be wish number 1. That's a big wish. I know it'd be heavy for a genie, but you could do it in one flash. My second wish, geez, what else do I want? Probably a meatball sandwich because I'm on a diet. I like a meatball sub. My third wish is I'd like to do like Madison Square Garden, comedy at Madison Square Garden. You guys in the show, I could be hosting or headlining or whatever. We do Madison Square Garden, packed house. The coronavirus is gone. We got nothing to worry about. That's my 3 wishes. What would your 3 wishes be, Nick, if you weren't a genie? What would your wishes be?
My first wish would be for a 300-pound man to be on top of me eating a meatball sandwich.
That wouldn't be me, would it?
My second wish would be for a 300-pound man to snort cocaine off my head.
He's going into my act over there.
Oh, shoot.
And what's your third wish, Nick?
My third wish, My third wish would be to be a genie that didn't live in a lamp. With unlimited wishes to give everybody. Because you know what? Somebody could grant you wishes, but it's like the Christmas thing. Is it better to get a gift or is it better to give gifts? I think I'd be happier knowing that I could always make everybody happy by giving them their wishes.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool if there were real life genies? Wouldn't it be cool? I'd love the coronavirus to disappear. Dave, what would you, with 3 wishes, what would you do?
Wow, that's really tough. Be 21 again, but knowing what I know now, as opposed to what I knew when I was 21.
Man, I wish I thought of that, Dave. It was too fast. I didn't think of that.
And lifetime supply of meatball subs, 0 calories. 0 calories. And the third is to have every weekend booked with stand-up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That would be a great wish. You guys are coming up with some great wishes. Larisa, 3 wishes.
Gosh, we're getting too personal here. Okay, well,
I don't have to get too crazy. This is a family-friendly show.
Oh, thank you so much for reminding me. Well, you know, okay, pandemic, it just has to disappear. It has to be gone. Vaccines.
That's a good wish.
Yes. And I just want everybody to be happy. And definitely, and you know, like now when I write, every story is about pandemic. I just don't want the memories of pandemic. I just want good, happy, healthy memories. So I can just come up with my previous ideas, what I have written in the past, just about anything and everything, but not during the pandemic.
We're all going to have post-traumatic stress when this is over, with this coronavirus, right?
That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, everybody's going to be whacked. If I had the wish I just thought of something that would be a great wish. You were talking, I'll think of it. I know what the wish is. There would be just one political party. No Republicans, no Democrats, everybody independent, the whole country, no arguing. They pass all the legislation, no
One
beef,
party.
whoever's president, no problems.
One party, all you can eat buffet in an open bar. That's my kind of party.
Now you're talking, Dave. A giant all-you-can-eat buffet. The Democrats are gone. The Republicans are gone. Independent. Everybody's on the same page. No fighting all over the whole world. No more wars. That's
John and I are starting the comedy party. Come on and join the comedy party.
All right, hold on. I want to add another wish. Hold on.
Sure, we can have wishes.
All right. You know, what I think it all comes
You're the
down
genie, so you can do it.
Yeah. But I mean, I think the one thing we have to keep in mind is I think everybody's been a little bit pissed off this year. Have you noticed how people are like a little more rude? People kind of bumping people out.
No.
If you sneeze in public, man, you are.
No.
In Boston, not in Rhode Island.
No.
Yeah. So I was thinking to make
It's
everybody
because you're a
feel
lawyer.
better.
Nick, it's because you're a lawyer.
Oh, but it's like
That's the way they treat you that way.
it's even more petty. Like this year, I hear all the problems, but I'm not getting paid. It's like, ugh, it's like a worst combination. But I think if I was running for office and I wanted to give everybody a wish, it would be for a 3-day mandatory weekend. We'll be more. Listen, everyone's going to work another hour more during the work week, and we're going to have 3 consecutive days. Because you know what? When we're healthy and alive, we got to spend more time together. I mean, who the hell goes to their deathbed thinking, I wish I worked one more day? No one.
Amen.
That's why I retired at 60. I hit 60. I had the time. I was like, some of the guys I worked till 70. There was a guy 82 still working, believe it or not, as a correctional officer. And I hit 60. And man, I don't know what happened, but one day I went into work and they told me my job was going to change and everything. And I'm sitting there, and at 2:30 it hit me. You don't have to do this anymore. You have the time. You won't be rich. You have to pay your wife's health coverage or whatever. You got to walk out of here. And I walked out and I never went back. That was the best decision, one of the best decisions I made in my life. Yeah, I never regretted. I never ever thought, geez, I should have stayed there and worked more overtime. I was looking at I used to write in a book every day where I worked, and if I worked overtime, I put it in red. I was cleaning through stuff. I found one of the books from 2005. I looked through it, all red, all overtime. Where is this money now? Who knows? I used to work so much overtime and do comedy. I was a maniac, but you spend your whole life working extra hours. It doesn't make any sense. You're better off, work 40, 50 hours, but don't work 100 hours. I mean, sometimes I did that, and it didn't.
No, lots of meatballs, John. Not good. Not good.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. You work. Like my friend used to tell me, there was a guy, he worked so much overtime, he had like a $50,000 beautiful truck in a parking lot. But he said to me, my friend Billy, he said, but he drives it home, he drives it back to work, and then he goes home and back to work. So you can have a $100,000 vehicle. If that's all you're going to do with it, what good is it?
Yeah.
Right, Nick?
Well, I mean, you could also file bankruptcy at a later point in time, discharge the debt, drive the car basically for free for a year, and then contact me to get it repossessed and buy the liquidation price of it so that you basically got your own car on sale without all the extra added interest at the back end.
Now you tell
If
me.
you want that
Wait,
deal,
wait,
dial
wrong Zoom
1-800
call.
call Nick
Wrong
right now.
Zoom call. Wrong Zoom call. Sorry, guys.
What an advertisement. You didn't mean to advertise yourself.
Hi, I'm Nick. Call me now. 617-640-0467.
You got a comedy, a comedian, and a lawyer. He's got it all. He's got it all.
He
Man.
has a sense of humor.
What do you?
John, did I ever tell you this story when I first opened my law practice?
Nope.
So I've been working for a year, and everybody told me, "Oh man, you do comedy. You're so cool. Everybody's gonna want to hire you as a lawyer." And I was like, "Yeah, you know what? You're probably right." So I put all my stuff on YouTube, have my little website. So all my clients who they want to check up on your reviews and check you out online. I think I kept a record of anybody who mentioned that I did comedy or asked me to tell a joke. The first 20 people did not pay me. I went 0 for 20.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and I think it was really interesting psychology there because people, they want to just be your friend and they want to hang out with you, but they don't necessarily then see you as their lawyer. So they don't see you as the person that they want to pay a couple $1,000 to help them to do whatever it is that they need. So at that point in time, I had to changed my last name. I took out my last name and all my comedy stuff, put a website that did not include my name. And I had to hire a guy to expunge almost all of my stuff off of YouTube just so that nobody else would ever come back and say, "Hey, are you that guy that tells jokes?" Because my fear was, how much more money is that going to cost me? I'm already 0 for 20. If the average client that spends money with me spends about $2,500, do the math. I'm already out well over $50,000.
So that really that's crazy, huh?
100%. So I mean, that's why, as I try to juggle both of these things together, and it's one thing if I worked for a firm and I was kind of like an anonymous guy, but when you're the face of the practice and you're the cult of personality, it's hard. I mean, you can have a lot of different interests and the different things, but people will have a hard time seeing you as the other one.
Yeah. People always. I was a correctional officer and a comedian. So sometimes I had people like, how do you be a correctional officer and a comedian? How are you in law enforcement and do comedy? Couldn't. So people like they're so far different, just like being a lawyer and a comedian. It's so way out of whack, like a nurse, comedian. Dave, I don't know what Dave does. What do you do, Dave?
Right now, I'm a ward of the state. I'm unemployed.
Unemployed.
Yeah, I'm unemployed. After 21 years with the same company, I got laid off. But I'm a freight consultant, and I had a situation similar to Nick's. I had a client with a $30 million freight spend that they hired me to come in and analyze their data and save the money. And I ended up reducing their freight spend by about 18%. And I was named vendor of the year by the company, and there was a big award ceremony and everything else. And they gave me this plaque, and the president of the company hands me the plaque, and he says, when they told me that I was trusting $30 million of our money to a stand-up comedian, he said, I had this fear that we were going to end up with a bunch of red rubber noses, and that's all we were going to get. He said, so it was the same type of thing. He wouldn't take me serious at first until he started seeing savings, because he knew I did stand up on the side. But it's also opened a lot of doors for me. I mean, it's doing stand up has also changed how I do sales presentations. So I've worked a lot of my sales presentations and that I've worked comedy into that. So it puts everybody at ease, and so it's had an up and down effect.
No, and actually, Dave, that's a great point. So like, it actually helps me to network with other attorneys because now they remember you. They remember what you do. So in some aspects, it's a little bit challenging, but like anything else, it's really up to us to decide how we take our talents or take our skill set to put our best foot forward. So, But it's funny because when you first do it, people just assume, wow, this is this awesome thing. But you have to kind of like hone that skill in the same way you're honing your skills on stage. You have to hone in your own CV with it because, and actually another funny story, when I was interviewing with law firms getting out of school, of course, I thought it was a good idea to put that I do stand-up comedy, John Perrotta's Comedy Factory. John Perrotta, you're actually on my CV, right? From when I first got out of school. So imagine all these all-time lawyers looking at your CV, and then I put something like bartender at the bottom. I bartended for one summer. And this one guy he turns the page, he goes, holy moly, this is the most interesting CV I've ever seen. You're a bartender? Oh my God, this is incredible. I was like, oh yeah, that is pretty cool, but I don't know if you saw the comedy part. Hey, guys, get over here. We got a bartender on our hands. I was like, so
you didn't care about the comedy.
I'm like, so basically, lawyers are a bunch of functional alcoholics. So I'm like, okay, that's the first time I learned that. So I was like, okay. But yeah, it's funny to see what people gravitate to. You think they would think the comedy would be a great thing, but it was the bartending.
Did you run into the fact where they sit there and they find out you're a comedian and they lean back in the chair and go, "So make me laugh"?
100%.
Yeah.
I think all of us have the same problem, right? How many times people come up to you, "Oh, make me laugh," and you want to be like, "Listen, I don't think you understand how this works. I need to be in a room with a bunch of people with a bunch of energy, and when you put me on the spot like that, you're not giving me time to set up anything. And by the way, who the fuck are you? Like, like if you're a carpenter, I don't go, make me a cabinet.
That's crazy.
If you're a doctor, you pull down your pants. Does that look like a rash? Like it never works like that. Yeah. And somehow when you're a comedian, you're expected to deliver on the spot.
We have a surprise guest coming on. Ooh. We have a surprise guest that's going to be coming in the house. Let's see who we have. Stacy Kendro from New York City.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
Stacy, how are you?
How are you?
We got my man Nick Youssef, attorney and comedian. Larisa Entin, nurse, comedian. My man Dave Sinclair, very funny comedian. And you're drinking wine. You got out of work and you're drinking wine. So
that's right.
What's going on with you, Stacy? We've been kind of chit-chatting. One of the things we said tonight was if Nick was a genie and you could have 3 wishes, we're going to put you on the spot. You could have any 3 wishes. What would you wish for?
I know one of Nick's wishes would be for you naked. That's probably on his list.
Wait, how do you know?
He kind of said that.
How do you know that?
You guys are nuts, man. That's always the guy that wants me.
That was actually my wish. That's actually correct.
Well, I know how you attorneys are, What would my wishes be? Well, I mean, this is a comedy thing, right? So I don't know how serious I want to make it.
You can be serious. You can be funny. Whatever you want to do.
Obviously, we just want the world to end in November, like it's supposed to, right? I mean, like, why the anticipation? Let's just, before the election, boom, planet goes up in smoke. It's probably, a meteor is probably going to hit us. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wish for things? It's all over, people. Have you seen the WAP video? All right, I'll calm down. It just, the WAP video was depressing for me. I felt like it was one of the horses of the apocalypse. All right, let me get serious. What would I want? I would want 20 cats.
You want what?
20 cats.
20 cats?
All right, just 2 cats. 2 cats.
As long as they're cooked right.
I mean,
I was going to say something, but I didn't, Dave.
I don't know. It's that's a hard. I feel like that's a hard one to answer right now because the world is.
You think about it. You think about it. You can wish for $1 million. You can wish for anything you want.
Yeah, I know. You did catch me off guard. I'm like, I don't even know what I would want. Maybe a house. I don't know.
A house.
World
$10 million.
Peace, world peace. I mean, unification of peoples. No more coronavirus.
That's what I wish for. Yeah, same thing. Stacy's been doing some gigs out in New York, right? What have you been doing?
It's not very funny. It's like, no more coronavirus. Oh yeah, I've been doing
meatball sub.
Did you? Yeah, meatball sub, which is John Perrotta. So that's 2 in 1.
What's going on in New York, Stace? We're out here in the little city. Nick's in Boston. You're in New York. Dave's in what? New Bedford, Dave?
New Bedford. Yep.
Larissa's in Providence. I'm in Cranston. You guys are in the big cities. What's going on in New York, Stace?
I want to hang out with Larissa on that back porch. I'll bring the bottle of wine.
Come on,
Nick, and I like that. She's just like, I'm gonna go outside. Screw this.
No, honestly, come over anytime. I'm planning to come to you actually next weekend to check New York University. What do you think? Smart?
Which university?
NYU.
Well, what's happening is people are going to school and then they have to turn around and go home.
They get sick again.
Yeah, that's what's happening. I mean, I think they're accepting people at like less than a third, and then the rest is online learning. I mean, are you serious about going to NYU?
My child. I have
your
a
child.
17-year-old.
Oh, something fell out of your pontoon and ran around? Wow.
Well, just for a day. Just for a day. Come see. Applying for the early admission.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more impressed that you had him at all. That's great. And so he's 21, or how old
She's
is he?
17. She's
Oh,
a high school.
Right, my brain. Right, she's 17. She's gonna go look at school.
Mm.
Yeah.
How's your mom doing, Stace?
Oh, she's crazy.
She's crazy.
She might come on later. She loves doing these Zooms.
I love your mom.
By the way, he was asking me about, and then I'll let you guys talk. He was asking me about gigs. I did a outdoor strip club comedy. They have comedy, and strippers are walking around. They have a cage. You're doing stand-up. They have a little DJ guy. There's a cage. And then there's girls that are like just, scantily clad walking around while you're doing your set. It's friggin' hilarious. It's like, what is happening?
That's crazy.
Wow.
That would have been one of my wishes. Now that you say it. I didn't think of that. Let me have a comedy show with strippers. That's a good idea.
Well, this is New Jersey, and it's Hackensack. They're a little rough. These strippers, and I think you want them to put their clothes back on.
They're a little rough looking, truck driver looking.
Oh my God! And pink thongs, it's too much.
See, for Rhode Island, John, you could do Brian Vincent. You could have him as a stripper.
Yeah, that's true. His grandma Martha.
Yeah, Grandma Martha could do
Rhode Island's known for the strip clubs. For a small state, I never got into strip clubs, but for a small state,
bullshit.
there's like the Cadillac Lounge. There's
Nick calls bullshit on that. Of course you
there's
went
all
to strip
kind of
clubs.
I never was into the strip club. I mean, I've been
Yeah,
several
okay.
times. I never was a big strip club guy. Some guys I knew they'd love it. They'd go there all the time. I was never big on that. But we got I don't know how many we got. We got a bunch. But now with the pandemic, I mean, I don't know what's going on there. Everything is whacked out now. You know what I mean? From strippers to the Rolling Stones to the comedians, we're all in trouble. Nick's our attorney. He's representing us. What do you
What
got?
kind of law? What kind of law do you do, Nick?
I do bankruptcy, personal injury, divorce, all the fun stuff.
All the stuff I've been through. Now you're telling me. I've had a neck brace on. I've gotten divorced twice. All kind of stuff. Bankruptcies, I've had them all. Now you tell me, Nick. He tells me in the Comedy Connection, well, I do this, this, and this. I said, why didn't you tell me that 3 years ago? I didn't know.
Actually,
He's
no,
an attorney.
John, I got a bone to pick with you because had I known you'd already been through all that, you could have helped me in law school. It would have been like the cheat sheet for me. I'd be like, hey, John, so what happens when
I did it all. I've been through any legal proceeding you could think of. I've been there. My first divorce, honest to God, I don't want to say the guy, he was in his 80s. So I get this guy, his daughter was a judge. I figure this guy's, he's good. He was like 83, still practicing law. He fell asleep in the courtroom, I swear to God.
Oh my God.
I'm looking, he's going to represent me now. My ex-wife, my first ex-wife, presents her case, her lawyer. I look over my lawyer, he's like this. She's going to be kidding me. How this guy's sleeping? You know, so I didn't, there was nothing. We didn't have any kids or nothing, so he could sleep.
I love that you open with my first divorce. I love it. It's the best.
It's, well, my relationships, every relationship I've ever been in my whole life starts out, and then it goes all the way down, crashes, every relationship. They all love me at the beginning, Stace, Larisa. They love me at the beginning, but as time goes on, I don't know what happens, Nick, but Dave, they just, I don't know.
Dave, how many divorces you got under your belt?
Me? I've only been married once.
Dave is happily married with a great
39
wife.
years.
39 years?
39 years.
Wow, that's awesome. I've got about,
sorry, Nick.
I think I got about 20 years total, 3 marriages. I'll never get to 39. Ain't gonna happen. Stacy's got one. We got one divorce, Stacy, or 2?
Well, it's sort of like it's a long story, but it's like it's 2 to the same person.
2 divorces for the same guy. Wow,
Yep.
we gotta talk sometime. I didn't realize that.
Not enough men in New York.
You got a kindred spirit, John.
Yeah,
No, Stacy,
Yeah, exactly.
I actually had a similar experience with one of my clients. it was like the first. They went through a divorce. They had 2 kids. They were married for 20 years. They were both like really good looking, and they were so civil. They were giggling in my office, and they were trying to do like an uncontested divorce. So when we went to the day of our hearing, we go in front of the judge. When they both left, they both kissed each other on the lips and like parted ways. I was like, what?
That's a little bizarre, yeah.
Yeah, they were like.
I just feel like if you go in for the second time, that's like digging up your dead dog. Like, come on, Spike, run.
When I got divorced second time, the second divorce, I wish I had you, Nick. I went through about 5 attorneys. She had one attorney who was crackerjack. The guy was like Perry Mason coming back. He was like right on. He was right on. I had 5 attorneys. They didn't fall asleep in the courtroom, but they might as well have, because I got killed. I got slaughtered, Nick. I wish I had you then.
You know,
Larisa, you got a divorce under your belt? One divorce. Next time, never been married.
Are you so excited, Nick? One, yes.
One. Stacy got 2. I got 2. So we got 5 divorces on the
hold on,
panel.
I'm also a justice of the peace, so I put some together too. You know.
Oh, so you can marry and then 3 years later they'll pay you to get divorced.
That's smart.
I've married people in Vermont. I've married people in Massachusetts and New York. I make it happen.
I don't think anybody would want me to marry him. I got a bad track record.
Yeah, but you got a pension, sweetie. I'm just saying.
I got the pension.
Yeah. Can we hear more about the survivor benefits? If she starts asking those questions, John, run.
Yes, that's right.
Stacy is my. We've known each other. I don't even know how many years.
I'm John's consigliere.
Yeah, we were in Boston. She was in Boston. We did gigs together, and all through the years, I've known her. How many years? A long time.
Yeah, it is a long time. We stopped counting at our age.
And I've adopted her. She's like my baby sister in comedy, my baby stepsister in comedy.
Oh.
She's the bomb, Stacy. Yeah, I got a few stepsisters, Dave, in comedy.
Yeah.
You get any?
Quite a few kids. At my age, I have comedy kids.
Stepdaughters. You got comedy kids?
I got comedy kids. Running the open mic, they treat me like dad. And it's like they all come up, hey, Dad, can you buy me a beer, amount of money, that kind of stuff.
And you're like, no, I'm trying to give you candy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Shut up and get in the van.
Stacey, I would love to come and see you in New York. Maybe not in the strip club, but I would love to see you.
Yes, the strip. Well, I say that because New Jersey is where the strip club is. That's the only place that's having live shows. They banned live comedy specifically in New York, which is we're all mad about. So you can be in Central Park. You're not supposed to have a stand-up show. So
that's crazy, huh?
They're just trying to prevent like an audience where people are all like close knit. I guess it's just really. You could socially distance a comedy show. It wouldn't be great, but you could do it. But they banned it specifically, the mayor or the governor. It's just, we're all pissed.
There's still some shows.
That laughter is the best medicine. So much for that saying.
Yeah, there's some shows in Mass and Rhode Island, but they're socially distanced.
You can do outdoor shows in New England, right?
Yeah, people having outdoor shows. The Comedy Connections inside, they were allowed 78 people. I think it was like 200, so they're doing shows Friday and Saturday, and there's outdoor shows. And I mean, when the winter comes, it's gonna be rough. Like the people are doing drive-in theater shows now and stuff like that. But when the winter comes, I think it's gonna be a lot of stuff's gonna shut down.
The outdoor shows are really tough right now, because if you have a joke that doesn't go over, real crickets.
Yeah,
actually hear them.
I wouldn't want to do an outdoor show. No way. I watched a show.
I've done a few in New Hampshire. They're fun.
Yeah, I never had good luck with the outdoor shows. I've done a bunch of them, but it's not the sound or whatever. It's different. It's a little harder. It's more challenging.
Since Corona, or like you've done them since coronavirus? I mean,
since Corona.
Yeah. Of course, because why would you do comedy outside?
Yeah.
Where's your mom stays?
They took a drive-in down the Cape and turned it into a live event venue. And they've had some pretty big shows. They brought some national headliners in. They got a couple of big jumbotrons that they show the show on. So you sit in your car and watch the show.
I had Rick Jenkins, the owner of the Comedy Studio. He's a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know I had him on last week. And then I went on, the Comedy Studio has shows on Friday, Saturday, Sunday online. So I saw a show Saturday night, and Drew Dunn was in the show and some other great comedians. It was a good show. It was like an hour and 15-minute show. I was online. It was really good.
Was it like on Zoom Live or what?
It was on Zoom. It's like $10. They charge $10 on Eventbrite. I don't know. I mean, I guess he's getting a pretty decent audience, and it's going well.
So you can do that for this show, John. Like if you want. I just know like a friend of mine's trying to put something together with like Frank Cinderelli. And anyway, so you basically like promote it by giving away, like if people pay on Eventbrite, then they get the password, they get the username and the password, and you can see everybody. Like I've done these where there's like 40 people, and you know how we can all see each other right now. It's like you can see 40 people, and it's kind of cool. But like you can make a little bit of money if you charge $5.
I've been thinking of doing a stand-up show, doing that, but I got to think about it. You know, I'm not sure if I want to go down that road. You know, I'm doing the comedy talk show here, like, but as far as the regular shows, I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it, but.
Well, let's join heads on it. I'm only saying because like this isn't going away anytime soon. Like I'm not one of the I'm an old fart and I don't like change and I hate tech. But you know, I'm only a little younger than you. We're both old farts. So anyway, if you want to, you know, talk about it, we should.
We'll talk, and we'll have Nick as our representative.
Nick will he'll sign the contracts. He'll draw up the contracts. We'll sign it.
Oh yeah, I'll just suck all the fun out of it.
Now, Larisa,
Yes.
you're a first responder. She works in the hospital. She's a nurse. How's that going during all these crazy times?
It's going well. It's going well. All of us actually just took antibody test, and
Wow.
it's negative for all of us. So it's a good sign, meaning we all have our PPE. We're screening our patients. So it's going okay, I guess. We just got used to it by now. It's like a second nature, you know. I get let's say, so I do labor and delivery. I get report from, let's say, emergency department, and they give me full, you know, report on the patient. And first, I just want to make sure the patient is COVID negative, right? So they tell me COVID negative, positive for chlamydia. I'm like,
It's better to have that than have COVID now.
At this point, I'll take whatever.
People used to be freaked out about venereal disease. Now they're like, that's good.
Oh, no.
No COVID.
Forget about it.
But all this other shit, but he doesn't have COVID. That's crazy, man.
I know.
You guys got to meet Stacy. Stacy's mom is out of this world.
Oh, I don't know if my mom's here, but my brother is in the other room. I might.
Oh, your brother?
Yeah, I might see if he wants.
That was an interesting
What's
transition.
your brother's name? Was it
Rocco.
Rocco? Yeah,
Yeah.
I met your brother before.
He's annoying, but you know he likes to come on the Zoom calls. I can see if he wants to come on.
Yeah, see if Rocco wants to come on. We'll talk to him.
Is he a comedian as well?
No, he thinks he's a comedian, but he's not a comedian. He's just all right. I'll go see if I can get him. You
Yeah,
guys,
see if
and,
you can get
maybe
Rocco.
my mom will come on too, but she's so annoying. Like she's just whatever. They're
I
both
love
annoying.
your mom. Your mom is the bomb.
John, you got to bring her on with the song from the 80s. Stacy's mom's got, you know, the song Stacy's Mom. She's got What's Going On.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny. I never even thought of that. Well, maybe on the next Zoom we'll be
There
able
you
to
go.
cue in the music. You know
That's
what I
right.
mean?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right, let me go get Rocco. I'll be
Go
right
get
back.
Rocco. I haven't met him. I met her mom. Her mom is really cool. Nick, you're gonna represent if me and Stacy do something. You're gonna be our representative.
You got it.
I should have had you way back when with all the stuff I went through, Nick.
Had I just had you during law school, I would have aced all my exams.
When did you graduate law school?
I finished in 2010.
Wow. Yeah. I remember talking to you after I had gone through a couple of things. You told me, I said, you gave me advice, and I was like, why didn't you tell me this 2-3 years ago? And it was too late, man. I love the beard, though, Nick. You look professional.
Yeah, you know, this is kind of the new COVID look. It's just, you know, I'm wearing a mask, so I mean, I could be clean shaven, I could have a full beard. They don't know.
Nobody knows nothing.
And if I don't have a beard, if I just close my lips, it's all black. You just think I have a mask anyway. So
You've been keeping busy with the being an attorney out there in Boston?
Yeah, it's crazy because, real estate has actually been so crazy. The market has been a little weird because a lot of people haven't been trying to sell. So anybody who is trying to sell is getting top dollar. People don't know what's going to happen with inflation. They don't know what's going to happen with the money markets. So they're like, why don't we just put our money in real estate? And because not a lot of people are selling, every piece of property that seemingly is on the market is going up. Now, interestingly enough, inside of Boston, because people are going stir crazy, they're moving out of the city. So there are some places in the city that for the first time in maybe 7, 8, 9 years, prices are going down.
Yeah. Wow.
In the city, not in the suburbs.
Right, in the city. I mean, anything west of, anything 95, 495, even west of 495, properties are going $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 over asking price.
Yeah, my daughter bought a condo out of Mass.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on over here? Hey,
what's up, Rocco?
Hey, how's it going?
Stacy's twin brother, Rocco.
Hey, check it out. My sister left some wine here. All right. Hey, how you guys doing? How's it going?
Are you a bookie, Rocco? You look like a bookie.
Well, I do a little bit of things. You know what I'm saying? I hook up with the Albanians in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Who's the broad? You look kind of cute. What's that girl's name? What's your name?
That's Larisa.
Oh, yeah? I think I heard you say you was a nurse and shit like that. Hey, thank you for your service, okay? Respect.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What have you been up to, Rocco?
Listen, it's hard to make money. You know what I'm saying? I was down. I was giving like a little sparring lesson in Central Park. You know what I'm saying? These kids, you know what I mean? Like, what else are you going to do? Some kids are dancing. You go over, everybody's dancing. I don't know what they're all doing, but they're like practicing, I guess, for their like TikTok or whatever you call that thing. That's what they're doing.
I never did the TikTok.
A little boxing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Marciano. It's like, it's my idol.
So you're a boxer, Rocco.
Well, I do a little bit of training.
You look tough.
A little bit of a lot of things.
You look like you got a good right hook.
Hey, listen.
Crazy, Rocco.
Rocco, what was your superlative in high school? If I looked in your yearbook, what would it say you're most likely to be?
It would say like craps game gambler. That's probably what it would say, because I held up some good like underground games. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's good. That's pretty good.
I know I'm like I got a Boston hat, but like it's that's a long story. But it's because I was like from Boston, but I've been in the Bronx a long time because my mom's an ass. You know what I'm saying? My mom, she went and got remarried, and she went off to like the Midwest. So like me and my sister, we like friggin' lived in Boston, and then I came to the Bronx because that's where all the Albanian mafia is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Are you in the Albanian mafia?
Listen, we don't talk about that.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that, Nick. I knew she was going to say that. Him,
Nick
Rocco.
can be my attorney.
Rocco, I don't know if Rocco's, I'm not sure about Rocco.
Nick, what are you, Greek?
Lebanese, close.
Okay, well, it's not the same thing, but that's all right. We get the same food. We got a lot of the same culture.
That's right.
What do you guys eat?
What
do you guys eat? Gyros?
I'm so offended. I'm so offended.
Don't be offended. I like gyros.
We eat a lot of lamb. Okay, we eat a lot of lamb. Oh, you
eat the lamb. Lamb,
my sister makes spinach pie. My sister's gotten marriage proposals off the spinach pie. I'm not kidding.
Nick's mad at me now.
That's true. What, because you said gyros?
Not like a good gyro or a nice sub.
Now you have to take Nick to the falafel place on Thayer Street.
Oh, yeah. What's it called? Pita Pocket?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty good, actually.
I think John owes you a dish.
Yo, so what's Dave? Is he like the producer or something? He's sitting there with the headphones on. It's like, you the tech guy?
Nah, I'm just listening. I'm hard of hearing, so this is, if you guys aren't going to do sign language, I got to wear these.
I got headphones too, Stace. Rocco, I got headphones too. I bought them, but I haven't used them yet.
Yo, those are fly, man.
Yo, I'm listening to the Sox game.
I got to learn how to set them up.
I was just about to ask you if you know how to use them.
Don't know how to use them. I bought a $60 headset, and I just have it laying there in the bed. I don't know when I'll use it. Maybe when Rocco comes over, we'll use it. Where's your mom, Rocco? Your mom over there?
Yo, not for nothing, but the Sox suck this year. Okay, I can't even watch that shit.
I haven't watched
it's
one inning.
embarrassing. They lost to the friggin' Baltimore Orioles. Okay, they're losing to like terrible teams. I can't even stand it.
It's
Rocco,
not.
I think it's time for you to relive your dream, man. I think this is your chance to, try out for the team. I mean, we need anything, something. We need people with spirit, guts.
That's probably true. Well, we're losing to Atlanta right now, so I can't even tell you. You want my mother to come on? She might come on. I don't know. I might go get
Get your mother, Rocco.
She doesn't stop talking. That's the problem. You know what I mean?
That's all right. That's all right.
We have time.
We have time.
Well, right.
We're in a pandemic. We have time.
Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on.
All right, I'll go get it. Larisa, hit me up, girl. Hit me up, girl. I'm gonna go get my mom.
Stacy, can I come over?
Who get that on, Nick? You get that on, Nick?
No, I put that up.
That was Dave.
Oh, that was Dave? I like that. Stacy's mom. I never heard that. I don't remember that song.
You don't remember that song?
Nah, I don't remember, man. I don't remember.
That's back in the day.
Yeah, you guys haven't met Stacy's mom. She's whacked.
She's whacked, huh?
Say that before she comes
More
on.
than Rocco?
Yeah, more than Rocco.
Rocco came on.
Stacy's brother from Boston.
Stacy's mom is crazy. Have you never met her, Larisa?
No,
You'll see.
can't wait.
Yeah, right out of her mind. She belongs in the hospital.
Oh my goodness, what's going on here? Hey, oh my goodness, it's like a Zoom show or something. It's very nice that everybody came together to talk about, are we talking about coronavirus or where do I even look into? Is it, I'm not sure how to get onto the...
Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on. Stacy's mom has got it going on.
She's got the moves.
Dang it, but I do like it. It's very. Stacy, though, she's not my favorite daughter. She thinks she's an Albanian detractor or something. She makes videos about killing other people's ex-husbands. I mean, I don't know her. I think she needs therapy. I really do. I mean,
She needs therapy.
I went to the Midwest and I got remarried. She never forgave me for it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't even know. My other daughter, I take her to Target all the time. We go to Target. My other daughter, she's dating a journalist, She lives in Burnham Hill, Brooklyn. It's very exciting. It's so nice. And then, so anyway, and Rocco, I worry about Rocco because he gets arrested all the time. John, do something about this kid, okay? Maybe you should send him down to you and
Get him down to Providence. He gets arrested. I know some of the correctional officers that can try to help him.
Oh my goodness, that would be great because I think he has he's on probation or something. I don't know what to do about it. Look at all these kids here. Look how cute. And look at this Larisa. She's so cute. And are you single, honey? Because listen, maybe I could set you up with Rocco because he's not pain in my ass.
Can't wait. Can't
Rocco
wait.
likes
Yes, yes.
Maybe
Rocco-
I'll set you guys up. I'll send him down to Rhode Island or something. I mean, I don't know what to
Okay.
do with him.
Rocco loves her.
Yeah,
Her son
and
loves
you're a nurse. That's a
I
good
am, yes.
position. Oh my goodness, maybe you could fix this thing. I have this problem, and the Vagisil isn't working. I don't know what to do. I mean, I tried every cream that there is, and they say it's a menopausal thing that you get problems with your skin. I have a dry vagina. I'm sorry. Maybe you could help me. Is there a talcum powder? Is there something I can use?
Of course, especially as my future mother-in-law will be happy.
Well,
Your future mother-in-law. You're going to
Yeah,
marry
would be-
Rocco?
I want to marry him off so bad.
I'll
That
marry
would be so
anybody at this
lovely.
point. No, just kidding.
Larisa.
Listen, this is, hey.
We got your son hooked up with Larisa, so send him to Providence. If he gets in
Yep.
trouble,
I'll pick
I'll
him
try to
up.
look after him. I'll look
Okay.
after him. I'll make sure he takes good care of Larisa.
Well, I'm going to send him to Rhode Island, Dad. I mean, I don't know what else to do with him. I mean, he goes up to the Bronx, and I don't know what to... I saw a gun in his drawer.
What
I
about
mean, I don't know.
Dave's in New Bedford? Maybe you could send him there.
Yeah, we'll put him to work on a fishing boat.
He's mine.
Yeah, maybe he's a, I don't know. Do Albanians fish? I have no idea. I mean, maybe that would be good for him to be out in the ocean air. That's what he
Yeah.
needs.
We'll put him on a scallop dragger, make him into a drag queen.
I don't know about that, but listen. I mean, as
This
long
is
as
crazy,
he has a
Nick.
girlfriend down there, he's got a nurse girlfriend, and he's got a
Crazy.
fisherman boss. It's incredible. And then he's got an attorney. Look at that. And he has a little godfather. He's got his godfather of Providence. Give me that one. Will you hand me that one?
You got to do. You hook up
We're solving
Stacy,
all
your
my
daughter.
problems.
Hook up your daughter Stacy with the attorney, and hook up Rocco with Larisa, and me and Dave will come to the wedding. And
Hold
Nick can
on,
officiate. Nick can officiate because Nick does weddings.
I've
Hey,
been
we
I've
just
been
solved it.
I've been thinking, Mrs. Kendro, very nice. Can you hear me, Mrs. Kendro? Is this loud enough? Is that loud enough?
I think I can hear you. Yes, honey.
Have
Dave's
you
the ones that's deaf, by the way, not me.
Have you considered doing some estate planning? I do some elder law. Now we have to name one of your children. One of your children has to be the trustee and kind of handle the whole estate. Who is the more responsible?
Oh, none of
Stacy
them.
or Rocco?
None of them, sweetie, are responsible. I'm gonna.
All right, maybe we should just have John Perrotta. John, are you okay with this?
You want me to be the executor?
Yeah, we have you be the executor, the
Yeah, I'll
trustee,
do
and maybe
that.
we'll make you a beneficiary too.
Yeah,
Hey,
make
listen.
me a beneficiary.
Hey, listen, fuckers. I can handle my own estate. Okay. First of all, you're supposed to marry my son off. That would so I would solve a lot of my problems. My other kids are not responsible at all. The Albanian she's making videos about killing people. Okay, we can't have her doing my estate. My goodness, I'm not gonna kick the bucket. Albanians live a long time.
I've seen her videos, the Albanian assassin.
She has mental problems. I mean, I don't know why she wants to kill everyone. What's wrong with her?
Why did she do
Your
that?
daughter, what can I say?
She's what, honey?
She's not your daughter, that's for sure.
I don't know what's
That's
wrong.
All right, Mrs. Kendro, I don't think you can exclude both of your children out of the will. I don't think that would work.
I have 3. The damn Rocco is my third.
Oh, who's the other sibling?
The Rocco, the Albanian. Oh, the third, you don't know this other one. She lives in Borum Hill, Brooklyn, and she has a journalist boyfriend.
Oh, that's
But
right. She's a journalist. She's dating the journalist. Right.
He writes for Reuters, and you know what? She's my favorite. Okay, I don't tell anybody that, but she's my favorite. But I still not gonna let her do my estate.
This is nuts. Mrs. Kendra, we love having you on. Your son is wonderful. Your daughter, Stacy's wonderful. You got to get your other daughter on sometime, too.
Oh, we'll get her on, honey. But, I got to tell you, stop getting married so many times, okay? 3 times is enough. I mean, you don't want to get a 4th one. That would be
Listen,
ridiculous.
it's a long story, Mrs. Kendall. It's a long story, but
I get
I got married at 24, at 29, and at 60. It's a long story.
My goodness.
That's a whole nother Zoom show. That's a whole nother Zoom show to cover all those marriages.
Move over, Tiger King. Here comes a new series.
And you know what the funny part is? I would have been probably married 8 times if I didn't go through some of the stuff I did. I'm one of them guys that just gets married. Crazy. But it fizzles out, Larissa. Maybe I can marry Mrs. Kendro down the road. Who knows?
No, but
Stacy's
one
mom.
of my daughters told me that your wife is just incredible. Your wife that you have
Oh.
children with, that she's such a nice woman, and she had the
Oh.
double. God bless her. She had the double transplant or something. My goodness.
Double lung transplant. All my
Never had
wives
that
are great.
before.
All my wives have been great. They're all wonderful people. I have nothing to say on that. No, they're all good people. I actually get along with all my exes. Ex-wives.
That's good,
You know, it's funny. I get along better with the ex-wives than I did with girlfriends from the past. When they see me, they get bows and arrows and they want to shoot me. Larissa, I don't know why.
Better than
I don't understand. How can you get along, Nick, better with your ex-wife than you can with ex-girlfriends? It's crazy.
They've had your back longer, that's for sure.
That's what it is. Mrs. Kendro, what do you got to say before you go?
Oh my goodness, I don't even know, but I just think I'm going to send my son down to Providence. He talked about Federal Hill. I don't know what's going on with Federal Hill because I've never been down to where I am, but that's where he wants to go, he said. So maybe I'll send him down there and he can marry Larissa and he can use Dave.
Larissa will go with him.
absolutely, yes. That's my reputation.
Larissa's from Russia and your son Rocco's Albanian. And that'd be a great match.
Match made in heaven.
That'd be a match made in heaven.
Oh
You
my
can
goodness,
get him
I'll
a
have
job.
grandchildren.
She can get Rocco a job in a hospital and they can have grandkids for you.
My goodness
At the same
gracious,
place.
I'm so excited.
Imagine
The
all the
same
smiles
place.
and all the family photos.
Look like a
Yes,
book of
you
mug
did.
shots.
Nick.
He does do that in all the pictures. How did you know?
Every time I walk into my Eastern European friends' houses, all the family photos. Like, hey guys, lighten up, lighten up.
they're all high strung.
Well, I did.
You guys have made my day. You're making me laugh tonight. I haven't laughed in a while. So you guys are funny, man. Dave's playing Stacy's mom. You guys are all nuts, man. This is Kendra. What else is going on?
I mean, I don't know, honey. I'm having the problem with my dry vagina. Nobody really wants to hear about that, but I have to go to a doctor or something, and I don't know. I don't want to go to a doctor and coronavirus. You know what I'm saying?
You're afraid. You're afraid to
save
get the
the money.
virus.
Just buy a bottle of virgin olive oil. It will do it.
Oh yeah. Just take a
Yeah.
bath in olive oil.
Yeah, it's like liquid. It's like liquid Vaseline.
Virgin olive oil.
Report next
She's
time.
a nurse. She knows better than me. I don't know.
That oil
Oh,
will be
try
virgin
it.
much longer.
Quite a compliment, John. I know better than you.
Crazy. I don't know where do we go from here. We've had Rocco, we've had
Let's go
Stacy,
here.
we've had Stacy's mom, we got Nick doing all kind of wacky shit. Larisa and Dave. Where do we go from here? You guys got any idea?
Well, I have to
We
go.
got a few minutes left. We got a few minutes left.
Let's wait to pick up Rocco. Rocco is coming. I have to get ready.
Or you got to get ready for Rocco.
Absolutely.
When's he going to be there, you think?
You can Fair Street. You own him a falafel.
Put him on a train to Providence tonight.
I'll tell him to bring the olive oil.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't have problems. It's for you.
I know.
And don't forget to thank our sponsors, John. Nick Youssef, attorney at law, and Vagisil.
Dave. Crazy. This is a crazy show. We've lost total control. It started out with 3 wishes, and now we're just nuts. Everybody's going nuts in the pandemic over here.
Crazy.
Crazy. What's Rocco doing in the other room?
Oh, I don't know, honey. I think he's calling his gangster friends. I don't know. He's,
I got to
Yeah,
ask
baby.
Stacy's mom, are you from Minnesota? Because
well,
you sure sound like it.
I am from the Midwest.
know.
Well, I've been in the Midwest a long time. I was from the Midwest. It's a long story. I went to Boston, and then I had the daughter that's the Albanian assassin. I had that one there, and then I went back to the Midwest. I did, and I love it because there's cows, and there's just a lot of
Of course,
plains.
don't you know?
Beautiful. Of course,
They
yeah.
got cheese curls. Don't you know?
That's right.
Yeah, you betcha.
Yeah. Maybe Dave, you could be my third husband, sweetie. I mean,
There you go. Well, you'd have to share me with my first wife.
that's all right.
The Albanian share? You don't mind sharing?
You know, I'm just saying. I don't,
The Italians kill. The Italians will kill you. Can't share the Italians. They kill
Italian
you.
wives.
In my country, it is okay for you to have multiple wives. What's better than a great wife? 2 great wives.
Is he doing Borat? Because I love that character. I love the Borat. Isn't he so funny? He's so funny. What happened to him? He's just getting chased, pretending he's homosexual. It's so funny. I love
All of
him.
his wives are divorcing him in America, so he's.
Is
You're
that
talking
right?
You're talking about 2 wives, Nick. I would have been fine if I could have married, just kept marrying. I would have had about 10 wives, had a big house, 10 different rooms. I would have been fine.
But
His
then
own
you
show
have
on
10
ABC.
Think about sticking
problems.
with one girl that caused me trouble.
Then you would have 10 problems, okay, Mr. Rhode Island?
10
You're-
wives
you're
and a
right,
corrections
Mrs.
officer.
Kendro.
The show would be called Prisoner of Love.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good. You should do a show called that, honey. That's very good. It's very clever, Mr. Dave, with the one wife.
Larisa, was your mom this crazy? Larisa,
Oh
was your
my
mom
gosh,
as
no, I
was your mom as
yeah.
was your mom as crazy as Mrs.
My
Kendro?
mom- I wish she was. My mom is as prop as it gets. You would think the Queen Elizabeth is my mother.
Are you serious?
Unfortunately, yes.
Wow. Where
Yes.
does your mom live?
In Providence.
Oh, she lives in Providence too?
Yep. Everybody in Providence.
Wow, the whole family came.
The whole family. Yeah. My mom was a piano teacher all her life.
Piano teacher.
Very, very proper, John. Very proper.
That's, listen,
Yes.
this is big. I just had a thought. Let's straighten Rocco out. He goes to Providence, marries Larisa. Her mom teaches him piano. Rocco becomes an accomplished pianist.
Oh, honey, he's not that smart.
He
I
would
don't
just
know.
run
Larissa's
straight
mom,
piano.
I think, could teach
He
him.
would pawn the piano.
He'll
That's
pawn
right.
the piano. Nick,
And he will put me to sleep every night.
you have a piano by the bedroom, Larissa. Rocco will be playing. I think that's a good idea.
You know, I think my other daughter wants to go because, you know, she thinks she's a Russian gangster. That's her problem. I think she would love to go hang out with you, Larissa, my daughter. But just, you know, don't make videos with her about killing people. I'm afraid that the feds are going to come pick her up and just take her away because she's insane to talk about killing people. And she puts it on YouTube. I don't even have enough antidepressants to deal with my children. So I'll send one of them to you. I'll send Rocco, okay?
Okay, I'll see how it goes. Yes, and maybe we will send a request for your daughter.
We got to wrap this show up now. Time has flown. I've had a lot of fun. I had a lot of laughs. I don't know about you guys. Mrs. Kendro, we'll go to you for the last word. Nick, what do you got to say to wrap this Zoom, a loser show up, whatever you want to call it? What are you going to say, Nick?
All I know is the next time I go grocery shopping, I'm going to have to think long and hard about whether I should get Vaseline or olive oil. I think that's all.
Anybody needs a good attorney, Nick is our sponsor tonight. You just message me and I'll get you in touch with Nick. And you might get a gig off this, Nick. Who knows?
I'll take it.
Hopefully the guy will pay you. I don't know. It might be one of the 20 guys that stiffed you. I hope not. Larissa, you
Yeah.
gotta wrap it up. You're out on the porch over there. It's getting dark. You're getting tired. What are you gonna say to wrap it up?
Well, listen, at 7 o'clock, I was single, and now I'm practically engaged. Life is good.
To an accomplished pianist, not
Yeah.
just anybody, an Albanian accomplished pianist that's also in the mafia.
I would never find a better match for myself.
I think it's gonna be a made in heaven.
Love it.
I wish you two lovebirds the best.
Oh, thank you, John.
Dave Sinclair, my man.
This was a blast as always tonight, John. I had a great time. I'm going to remember it all the way to the living room.
Hey, I laughed tonight more than I have in a while. So you guys.
Hey, yo, Larissa, I'm gonna look you up, all right, girl. I'm gonna look you up.
Rocco's back.
Yo, don't listen to my mother and the friggin' she's disgusting. I don't know why she wants to tell everybody about her problems, but I'm gonna get your digits from John. Hey,
Please do.
Rocco, Larissa, can I give Rocco your number after?
Please do, John. Please do.
Please
oh
do.
yeah.
We got a love connection on the Comedy Zoom show. We got a love connection. Are you happy, Rocco, with this?
Yo,
You got a beautiful girl from Russia,
listen, she's a nurse. Hey.
comedian. What do you got to say, Rocco, before we
Yeah,
go?
I'm happy with that, man. A nurse. Yeah, I heard they're kinky too. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's Russian. No, Russians. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
You guys have been fun, man. I had a lot of laughs. I needed to laugh tonight. I want to thank you for coming on, Nick. You're the bomb. Always loved Nick. Larissa, I always loved Larissa from when I met her. Dave Sinclair, I love your brother. You're the man.
Love you too.
And Stacy's mom, Stacy and Rocco, we all love you. And we wish you the best of luck with Larissa, Rocco. I see many, many happy years of marriage in your future. And if it doesn't work out, you always have Nick, our attorney.
Thank you.
You guys stay healthy. God bless you guys. We're going to end this with Stacy's mom. Is that what's going on?
Stacy, can I come over?
Everybody's going to be dancing. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later, man. Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Good night.
We'll let her dance to end the show. Rocco.
Love you, girls.
That's a wrap.